Houston, we have liftoff, but a problem on a space rock.
Greetings, you outer space lovers. It's the media guy with another movie review. And if that astronaut-related line wasn't a giveaway, as well as the title and thumbnail, I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts on an interesting science fiction disaster movie that some of you may or may not have heard of before, if you're like big Bruce Willis fans. And that movie is Armageddon. And yes, just the name alone would probably give you an idea of what to expect from this movie. I mean, granted, you guys might have heard about this movie already, but just in case you guys don't even know what this movie is all about, which I honestly don't blame you, here is the description on the back, just so you guys will know what this movie is all about. From the blockbuster making team who produce and direct The Rock comes the biggest movie of the year, Armageddon. Starring the explosive talents of Bruce Willis, Academy Award winner Ben Affleck, and Billy Bob Thornton, Liv Tyler, Steve Buscemi. Him I'm mostly familiar with, since he was a guest star on Scooby-Doo and Guess Who, Fungus from Monsters Incorporated, and Wayne the Werewolf in the Hotel Transylvania franchise. And Will Patton, Armageddon is a meteor storm of action, adventure, movie making that has you on the edge of your seat forgetting to breathe. When NASA's executive director Tim Derman realized the Earth has 18 days before it's obliterated by a meteor the size of Texas. Oh boy. I smell trouble. He only has one option: land a ragtag team of roughneck oil drillers on the asteroid and drop a nuclear warhead onto its core. Spectacular special effects, laugh-out-loud humor, great characters, riveting storytelling, and heartfelt emotion make Armageddon an exhilarating thrill ride you want to experience like there's no tomorrow. Hard to believe that I never did get a chance to watch it until today. And man, I can honestly see how and why this movie is quite insanely awesome and action-packed. It does have a great story with a beginning, middle, and end. Fantastic characters. And so many disastrous moments happening. Like various meteor pieces coming down to Earth and destroying various cities. Mainly New York and Paris, France. Yeah, this movie pretty much falls into the disaster movie genre, if you know what I mean. And you know, despite the fact that this movie came out in 1997, it is still groundbreaking for its time. I mean, there's just so many things to enjoy about this movie. I do like how AJ, Harry, and the rest of the guys went through this training montage to become astronauts, so that way they can go up into outer space to plant a bomb on the meteor and have it blown to little pieces. And I guess, even though I'm not really much of an astronaut type person, I guess they do have to go through a lot of basic training before they're ready to go up into outer space. I mean, they can't just send in some newbies right away to outer space without any basic training. I mean, that's like NASA 101 right there. And again, I don't know any family members or friends who actually work at NASA, or knew anyone else who had friends or family members who work at NASA. But I can honestly see, but besides the fact, this is really something. It shows how astronauts can really go through a lot of training. And I can admit, the idea of hiring oil drillers to go through a lot of basic training and have them become astronauts does seem silly, but also kind of original when you think about it. I mean, how many movies do you know that involves oil diggers trying to be astronauts? Probably not a lot of movies or TV shows that dealt with that or something. Although I have a feeling I could be wrong, though. This movie does have a decent cast, like the aforementioned Bruce Willis and Steve Buscemi. I mean, I've already mentioned some of the TV and movie roles Steve Buscemi was in. Scooby-Doo and Guess Who as himself. Randall from Monsters Incorporated. Wait, did I say that earlier? I probably did. And Wayne the Werewolf from the Hotel Transylvania movies. Bruce Willis, I sort of know because I have been familiar with a movie series called Die Hard, which you guys won't believe, but I don't have any DVDs or VHS copies of the Die Hard movies. But I do know that Bruce Willis was the voice of Spike in the third Rugrats movie, Rugrats Go Wild. Obviously a crossover between the Wild Thornberrys and Rugrats. I might have to do a review of this movie someday. I'm just saying. As for the rest of the cast and crew who were involved with Armageddon, I don't know. Mostly the cast, because like I said, I didn't manage to recognize Bruce Willis and Steve Buscemi. I honestly did like how they were going through this basic training to become astronauts while also doing a lot of wacky shenanigans. Oh, I almost forgot to mention Owen Wilson. He was in that's another actor I seem to recognize. He was involved in the Cars movies as the voice of Lightning McQueen. Somehow he slipped my mind for a moment. Good thing I remembered him. It is kind of funny seeing the astronauts trying to go out at night to a random nightclub, and let's just say they got into a little bit of trouble with one of the owners of the nightclub. I mean, if you guys have watched that scene, you'd pretty much know what I'm talking about. It kind of reminds me of just like how in the movie Stripes, starring Bill Murray and Harold Ramis, there is a similar scene like that. I gotta admit, the special effects for this movie is really quite groundbreaking, especially for 1997 standards. It's still cool back then, and it's still cool now. It is kind of neat how most of the movie takes place in outer space, and seeing all the astronauts work together to destroy this meteor right before it smashes into Earth, really takes a lot of teamwork and guts to do it. I was kind of shocked how things were starting to go horribly wrong, and let's just say the president thought it was gonna be a disaster, so he decided to just have a bomb be activated and blow up the astronauts along with it. Ugh. Thankfully, the astronauts were able to deactivate it and get the job done. Yeah, this is very dramatic at the same time. I mean, if I was an astronaut and I had to go through all that, I'd be pretty stressed out of my dang blasted mind. Ugh. And again, I assume some of you had like friends or relatives, or knew anyone who had friends or relatives that might have gone through something similar. Just like with the characters in the movie. I'm just saying. So anyways, this is quite an interesting movie to watch. And I'm glad I was able to watch a clip of this movie to see what it's all about. It was quite brave for Harry to sacrifice himself so that AJ and the rest of the astronauts can make it home safely in one piece. Even though they did lose a few other crew members along the way, but still, it was really, really, really brave of this guy to sacrifice himself to save the world. Talk about a true American hero! Oh yeah. At least he was able to die a hero, and was able to say goodbye to his daughter Grace for the last time. Yeah, it was the very last time the two of them would have to see each other. And he will always be remembered as a great man who sacrificed his butt to save the world and his crew too. So I'll give Armageddon 5 shooting asteroids out of 5. Since it proves how fantastic this movie is. And maybe if I'm lucky to find a DVD copy of this movie, I might be able to do like a revisit edition review. Although you might have to wait. You guys might have to wait a long time for that to happen. And don't forget, tomorrow I'll watch and review The Chronicles of Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe tomorrow. And like I said in my YouTube short, this is quite a mouthful of a title, if you know what I mean. Let alone a Disney movie. And there's no rule about a movie title being very long. Yeah, there's no rule about a movie title being super long, right?